Hello everybody, thanks so much for checking out another uncensored tactical lockpicking video. Hopefully the audio will be better on this one. If it's not, please let me know and I will make sure to fix it. So let's get started. We are doing the long-handled comb tool. We're doing a quick review, but we're also going to focus on talking a little bit about how to apply this skill set in the field and how that's going to make an effect on us. So it's not just a video on, will this open that lock? There's plenty of those out there, and I will be experimenting with all these in the future. But today, I just want to talk about the product itself and how we're going to apply that to our trade. So I believe this is a collaboration between SEREPick and LockPickTools. And the product, the product feels kind of heavy. I've experimented with it just a little bit for like 5 minutes before the video. I love these tools. I love the design. Let me get you a close up. I love this little icon here, the logo. There we go. So when you're buying tools online in general, it really helps if the manufacturer has a list of make models that tool will work on. In this case, that's how this one works. So if you go over to LockPickTools.com or SEREPick.com and you click on the product page for these tools, it'll give you a starter list, not all inclusive, but a starter list for some of the makes models that will be opened by this. So let's jump right into that. Let me open up their page and I'll go with you. So for the 4-pin comb, this one, we're going to start with a Master 140, Master 141. So I have one of those here. You can see on the bottom for your field application, you can usually tell with Master Locks there's usually a make model pumped on there somewhere. So what I do is I line up this first comb pick right here, the first lifter, and I line that up visually with the first pin that's hanging down in the lock so I can figure out how deep to put the tool. Once I get that, I lift all the pins up, and there we go, like a master key. Great. Let's try the Master 140 over here. There is a tension wrench included to help with this process if you need it, but for these thicker, the first 3 thicker comb tools, you really shouldn't need it unless it's a unique situation. I might have to cheat you on the angle here a little bit so that I can get this lined up, maybe off screen. It's hard to do when I'm not looking at it. Oh, no, we got it. All right. These shouldn't matter so much. It should be the same internals, different body. You'll see here it's kind of tougher to get these tools out than it is to get them in. So in the field, we're going to talk about this at the end, but there is an issue called non-retrievability where you can't get this tool out. It's physically locked in. So be careful with that. I'm going to do this off screen. And struggling just a little bit. So I'll come back to those. Let's move on to the next one. We got the 5-pin comb. One, two, three, four, 5. We're going to start with the Master 50 and 60 millimeter brass padlocks here. That's your Master 150. And again, I'm going to angle this a little bit off the screen here, but I line up this first lifter with that first pin so that visually I can see that I've gone to the right depth. And opens right up. Master 160. Opens right up. Beautiful. So far these are working exactly as advertised. That is not always the case in the lockpicking community. We also have the ABUS 5560. Let's pop that open. Grab our 5-pin comb. A little bit tighter on that keyway. Beautiful. All right. And let's move on to some of the 6-pin locks. We have the A2000, A2001, 6271, American Series 748, and some other locks that utilize this cylinder, the American 2001 Series cylinder. So we get the 6-pin comb, and we have a thin 6-pin comb. Let me hold those up so you can see the difference. You should be able to see that the one on top is a little thicker. And we'll use that, and we'll start with, let's see, what do we got here? Master 6-pin puck locks. Let's try one of those. Now when you're training and you're practicing at home, especially with comb picks, you can cheat a little bit. And how I do that is I line up my key and my comb, and I check to see if the pins are correct, if the number of pins are correct, and if the spacing is correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's maybe not correct. Let's see if we can troubleshoot this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5. We can just try it. Let's just try it. So this is important too for field application. It's really good to have some extra tension wrenches with you, because if I should need, if I should need tension here, I can't put my tension wrench into the 3 o'clock position, that direction. And if I put it up at the noon position, I don't have very far to bend it. Well, the tool fits quite well. This is going to be tough. I might have to struggle with this, but yeah, I don't want to waste all your time on video struggling. The tool fits in. That's good. I am going to explore a bunch of these other locks, but I do want to move on and just talk a little bit about some field application. So in general, we'll talk buying again. Some people that sell lockpick tools will not give you all the information, or they'll kind of lie by omission, or they'll tell you it works on a specific make model of lock, but not a series or a year that it's manufactured, because sometimes locks will get upgraded to fix security flaws. So beware when you're buying tools. They're not always as magic as they appear. And even these, though they do seem, of course, that they work as advertised, it does take a little bit of finesse and some experimenting to get these to work correctly. So it will take some training. Tools don't just show up in the mail, and they're not always just magic. You put it in, turn it, that's it. So it comes with some work. All right, field application. So 3 lines of gear. These are a little bit too big to keep in my wallet or in a pocket. I recommend for your first line gear, you have some pocket pick sets that will fit flat in a wallet somewhere or on your keychain, something that you'll carry with you every single day. That's why I recommend inside your wallet. But they have some limitations, like the hook picks and tension wrenches. They're not the best for advanced or even medium pin picking or even some raking. But at least you have them with you and you can try it. These are a little too big to fit that category. They definitely will have a home in my second line gear starting today. What else? As far as body armor, so if you're operational, Tracer Tactical, I bought one of their pouches from them. And it's beautiful. It's this black multicam. I think it's multicam. And we're going to put our tools in and see how that looks. That should be the last one. And, oh, perfect fit. Wow, what a nice thin case, perfect tight fit. And we might be able to fit this tension wrench in here. Yeah, there's a little bump in it. And in the back is full Velcro. But I would not take this and slap it on a ball cap. I would probably not take it and slap it on my chest rig. I probably wouldn't put it on my shoulder patch on my uniform or anything like that, just because it's got a little bit of weight to it. And if you snag the corner and this comes off, you lose your tools. But where I would put this, I'm going to put a photo up on today's article over on the website, some photos. There are some places on your body armor where this might make sense to put it, or in an admin pouch, or I'm going to show you a cool hidden spot that I might put it if I were operational, but I don't wear body armor often anymore. So carrying case is good. This would go on my second line gear, definitely, possibly on my body armor somewhere, but where it's protected. And what else do I want to discuss? All right, for combing techniques, I'm familiar. I use and carry these combs with me, but you saw a little bit of stickiness today. It's easier to get the tool in than out. So if you struggle to get your comb tool in, that should be a red flag, a reminder that, you know what, it's not worth it. We'll try a different entry option, whether it's a shim or a bypass or a destruction or picking. So don't be in such a rush to shove that comb tool in. If you're struggling on the way in, it's going to be even worse getting it out. And because of the vertical pin stack, and because of the comb is a vertical lifter, if it goes too far and that pin drops down, you sometimes can't pull your comb out. It gets permanently stuck. So you either have to take the lock apart, which sometimes is tough, or you have to destroy the lock, or you lose your tool, or you break it off. So in the field, I only recommend doing comb attacks when you know certainly that the right comb, for instance, this one is a Sure Shot. When you know that the right comb tool and the right lock are perfectly paired, then I would try it in the field. I wouldn't use combs in the field to experiment on a live entry somewhere. Like I said, because it's sometimes non-retrievable. That is about all I have for today. So I would love some feedback. I also want you to know that this is not a lockpicking video of, hey, let's open every one of these locks. Oh, I failed. Oh, I suck. That's not the purpose here. The purpose is to show you a little bit of field application and to do a short review of something that I think is a great product. And I think you guys know by now, if I think a product sucks, I'm more than happy to say it. So if they're available, because they sell out pretty quick, I'd go over to LockPickTools.com or SEREPick.com and I would get some of these. And if you want, check out our website where there's going to be a couple more photos up today of these tools. So thanks so much for checking us out. We'll see you on the next one.